love with what I do, and I always encourage people, when you're going into business, you want to become an entrepreneur, you need to have a passion about what you're doing, because you will work days and nights, and you need to love to do that. Working, waking up, getting up, no holidays, and I'm so proud that I get to do something that I love day in, day out. And it's very important to understand there is no shame in failure. It's okay to fail, and I always say that you can't call yourself an entrepreneur till you have failed and got back up. Then you can call yourself an entrepreneur. For 3 years I took it across 5 continents, and I didn't make it easy for myself, so I always encourage you, challenge yourself. Don't take the easy route. I picked countries which were difficult, one of them being Cuba. Communist country. If you do a gathering of more than 10 people, you need to have a permission from the government. So I said, let's do Cuba. And yes, it was an absolute challenge, but guess what? We did it. That was what was exciting, is I would literally have a map on my wall, and I would just pick. There was no structure. I just picked where I wanted to do it. And from there, I went across 5 continents.
What Farah does is next level. She brings the government, she brings the leaders, she brings the decision makers. And it's a complete different level. And I was like, how did you come with your why?
I think anyone who is doing business, you need to innovate. Don't get stuck so your business model is stagnant, because you've got 100 or 1,000 other people doing the same business model. And if you stay where you are, how are you ever going to grow and stand out? So you need to continuously evolve your business model. Go with the times. You know, for example, everything's AI. If you have to bring AI, bring it in. Be intelligent about what you...
Who is doing that? It's a woman. So a woman bringing governments to the table, a woman leading change, a woman bringing decision making that is contributing. And how did you get this confidence? I guess you didn't have this from the very beginning, but how did you get the confidence first to start, and how did you grow to this level?
It's interesting, that word confidence. Yes, I have always been a very confident woman, and that's probably from my parents, my mother and my father. They instilled that in me. They let me, encourage me to do what I want to do, no matter how illogical or crazy it was. They just let me do what I wanted to do. So I thank them for that. But I think it's all about, again, I go to that word passion. If you're passionate about what you're doing, you'll be passionate about what you're selling. If you don't have that passion or confidence in what you're trying to sell, then of course, how will anyone else feel that confidence from you? So it's also, again, stepping out of your comfort zone. If you're too comfortable, then there's something wrong. You need to step out of your comfort zone so you actually feel off balance and find your way. And that's how you know you're challenging yourself. Again, challenge yourself every day. Do things which you feel you cannot achieve, and I promise you, you will find a way to achieve them. If you want to make change in this world, you need a seat at the table. Because if you don't take that seat at that table, I tell you what, you are giving permission for a clown to take it. And if you look up most of our politicians, they are clowns, but we put them there. One, because if you don't vote, you put them there. Your vote is your most powerful asset. Use your vote. Don't let the clowns get in. And if you really want to make change, stand up. Become a candidate. I really encourage people, get up and make change. Don't talk about it. So I decided I wanted to make change. And I'm passionate. I've been very fortunate. I've been volunteering in the community for over 20 years. I really hold charity at the heart of the essence of everything that I am. So when it came to writing my manifesto, it flew. It was just words coming out from my experience of 2 decades. And I wrote a comprehensive manifesto, and I like to call it the manifesto of common sense, because it's just simple things that would completely turn London around, make a thriving economy, and actually bring inward investment into our beautiful city and address crime issues. I always encourage people, get out there and do something about it. Don't sit there. My father always said this: if you're sitting in a corner thinking of glory, glory's not going to come to you. You must get up and go for it. Listen, life is about taking risks. You need to take risks. if you don't take risks, how are you going to build your empire? You're just going to stay where you are. So I encourage all of you, take risks, take big risks. It's so worth it because of the journey that you go on. You don't have to win at the end, but that journey is going to make you. And even if it breaks you, like I said, get back up.
I like that. That's powerful.